Hey y'all, hello. Okay, not going to lie, I am a little, why does it look like my eye is watering? Anyways, I'm a little bit nervous for this live. I'm probably going to be a little bit vulnerable. I'm going to ramble a little bit. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of personal development, and this is what it's going to be talking about. Is personal development. I know you hear it over and over and over again. You probably get tired of hearing it because I know that I've gotten tired of hearing it over and over again where I'm like, ugh, personal development. And you know that you need to do it. You know the things that you need to do, like book, sell, sponsor. You know what you need to do. But it's so hard to like get yourself going, getting to where from point A to point B, like where is that motivation? Well, I got myself in a big funk for over 6 months. I'm going to say almost a year. And I know a lot of you have felt it. I know you've been feeling it yourselves. It seems like everyone has just gotten in a big funk. So I really wanted to do this video and, kind of let you in on my funk. And hey, Katie, hey, Tabby. And just let y'all know, like, what has been helping me, and that's why I said I'm overcoming my funk. I feel like I don't want to I'm so scared to say that I have overcame my funk because I'm so scared it's going to come back. But I have been on a serious happy, almost like a happy high if you want. That's what I like calling it, is a happy high. Where just everything is falling into place. I feel good about everything. Everything that I am doing has an intention behind it. Just everything in my life just seems to be like going right. And it seems to be because I have been taking the time out to do some personal development. And I'm really feeling out of this funk, but I really feel, I'm really scared of saying I'm out of this funk, just scared that it's going to come back. But this is what I'm doing to keep from going into my funk. And I really want to help y'all who ever feel this way, because I know we all do, in what I did. So, of course, I've been listening to a lot of Tony Robbins. Hey, Desiree. I've been listening to a lot of Tony Robbins, and he said when people make the mind shift to really take charge of their life, there's almost two moments. There's almost a moment of motivation and then, or drive. For some reason, it's like there. Or there's a moment of desperation. And I think this is where I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable with you guys. I was absolutely desperate because I love Younique so much. I love my team so much. I love everything about it. And I was just like, what is wrong with me? And I was asking myself, what is wrong with me? I love this team. I love everything about Younique. Why am I feeling this way? Why can't I say the things I want to say to my team? Why is it not going through? Why is it not clicking? What can I do for this person? I was asking myself and I was blaming myself, and I felt worthless, and then I was feeling bad about myself. I was feeling ugly about myself because I wasn't achieving what I wanted to achieve. So that put me in a funk, and then not just my own mean person putting myself in the funk. Hold on, you guys, I'm going to mute this. Okay, so not only was I putting myself in a funk for being mean to myself and telling myself that I was being a bad leader, that I wasn't being a good mom, and I was bringing it into my personal life. I was being a bad wife because I was edgy, I was anxious, I was scared, I was worried about finances, about jobs, about what can I do more, because I'm so desperate to do more. And it just came to a moment where I think I just broke. And it didn't go into like a breakdown. I mean, I had a few of those. I had a few moments where you cry in the kitchen and you don't know what to do with yourself and you're just overwhelmed and you have one of those moments. I had a few of those too, but I woke up that one day and I was like, oh my gosh, and the team just seemed so motivated that day. And I woke up that day and I was excited because the team was excited. And I was like, this feels good. This feels really good. Okay, the team is excited. I'm excited. And I think that initial excitement, and let me tell you something, motivation does not just happen. I called myself a wishful motivation person. I wished and hoped and waited every day to wake up and have that motivation. Like, just where you wake up and you feel motivated. No, and you wait for that to happen. You're like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to have that motivation. Tomorrow it's going to happen. And then I'm going to get everything done I want to do and everything's going to happen right. It doesn't work that way. And I was like that. That's what I was waiting for. And I didn't even know it. And I was just waiting to feel motivated. I was waiting for it to happen. Well, let me tell you, I have learned that you have to create the motivation. And what happened is when the team got excited, it sparked this motivation inside of me. And that was happened. That motivation got kick-started. Because that motivation is there. You can't just wait for it to happen. It's there. It's just kind of waiting. It just doesn't happen, though. You kind of have to make it happen. Well, that excitement from the team kick-started my excitement, my little spark, and that fueled my motivation. Okay, and I got really excited. And I was like, okay, I don't want to let this go. I don't want to let this go. And I'm so scared of losing this energy and this passion and this drive. And I feel weird, you guys. I feel almost like I'm crazy because I'm so excited and I'm so happy. And the reason why is because I feel like when you know that you have been on a fork in the road. Usually we don't know when we're on a fork in the road. We look back and the fork in the road has already gone. And then we look back, we're like, oh, that was a fork in the road. Oh, I could have made this decision, right? Well, let me tell you, it is one thing knowing that you are on the fork. And I have chosen the path, and I'm certain, I can feel it. I don't know if it's just spiritual, like God, or just something inside of me just knows I'm certain that I am on this path of my final, where I want to be, my blueprint, that dream. I'm on this road of success. It's already done. It's already happened. It's like someone took a big check mark and went, boop, and it's done. It went, bong, it's done. It's happened. It's happened. I'm just on the journey of it. So this is where I'm at, and I want you guys to feel this because it is so incredible, and it's all from daily feeding my mind. Because we have this way of thinking, and we know we have this way of thinking. We hear it all the time. We hear that we need to be positive and do all these things, but there's so much more to that. When you are so desperate for change, when you so want to really do something about your life, not just for your business, but for your life and for yourself, when you are so desperate wanting it and you feel it, that you feel that burn where you are just beyond done, and you choose to take charge, that is when you are going to feel that release of that energy, and you're gonna take off. So this is me taking off. This is me bringing you guys in and wanting this for you, and it's really, really incredible. I don't know how else to describe it. But then, so Tony was talking about what is happiness. Happiness gets us in our funks because we're not really happy, are we? When we're really funk, we're like, why am I not feeling good about this? Why am I not happy? I have my kids, I have my husband, but you're not feeling happy, right? You're not meeting your needs. Somehow something is not meeting your needs. And Tony calls that the blueprint that we have made up in our life of how we see ourselves at this age or at this time in our life. Well, I'm kind of your typical, I want the white picket fence, I want to own my home, I want grass, I want my kids to run in the yard, I want my dream home, I want my dream cars. I want us to not really worry about bills. Of course, you're always going to worry about bills because, of course, your dreams are going to change and you're going to get bigger houses, you're going to get more expensive cars. But to really not worry, to really just enjoy life. But why wait for that to happen to really enjoy life, to really feel that richness in your life? I have really stepped back. Instead of getting annoyed at my kids being really loud and playing, I have stepped back and really just enjoyed the moment and was so grateful. And I really called it like the grateful heart. I have felt that grateful heart to just where I'm so thankful for my life at this very moment, even with all of our problems. I am so absolutely grateful for it. And it was almost like, I'm sorry, this is part of a ramble, but it's almost like I have let something go where I have let go that this is not going to be a Cinderella story, that it's going to take work. And everybody wants that Cinderella story, that we want this overnight success. And that was my other problem. I wanted that overnight success. I knew that it took work and I wanted to work, but I didn't want to put in all the work because I wanted to be that overnight success where it just naturally, magically happened and unicorns and rainbows. And I was one of those dream stories. Everybody wants that, right? Everybody. And I didn't really realize that until today. And I was like, I wanted the Cinderella story. And I knew that it took work, but I wasn't willing to work. But now I'm willing to work, and now it doesn't seem like it's work. Now I like all that messaging and all those parties, it doesn't seem like it's so scary anymore because I know that with each party and each message, I'm getting closer to that where I want to be, my dream. You know, my being financially free, being able to retire my husband. But Tony, this is where I got off track. But Tony was saying that happiness comes from progress. When we are in our funks, we're not progressing, whether it's in our business, in our life, in our marriage, in our kids, in our job, in school, we're not progressing, right? So how do we change that? You have to progress somewhere. It takes massive action, and that's what he talks about. He uses that word, massive action. Action to do what you need to do, right? So he was saying that when you feel progress, you start feeling happiness. That's why success like speeds so much, right? Because those who start off, this makes total sense. Those who start out excited and pumped, they're ready to go. They have that momentum, right? So they're messaging everybody, and that's when they're finding success naturally, and they don't even feel like they're doing work, and they don't even know how this is happening because it's just naturally exploding from them, and it's coming to them. Because, you know, they want it so bad. They're excited. And then, you know, we kind of trickle off and then we get in our comfort zone and then it stops getting exciting, right? So where was I going with this? I was like, there was that momentum and then when people first join. But when you start feeling like you do, when you first joined every day, that's what I've been feeling every day lately when I wake up, is I feel like it's the first day I joined, and I'm so excited to tell everybody because I know that this is going to happen, and those who I'm talking to can really change their lives. Because if I'm on this path of great success, then everyone else who I am training or wanting to talk to, I want to tag along with me. I want everyone to go up on that stage. I want that team. I want that dream success team that's not afraid to work and who knows that they have it and that's in their future. And I'm going off topic and I'm rambling, but you get what I'm saying. I'm so excited, and I don't know why does I look so watery. But I was going off where I was going with that one thing. See, I'm going rambling. And I lost track of what I was going with because I'm so excited. But that progress, when we have that little bit of progress, we're happy, we're excited. But when we're standstill and we're stagnant in our business and we don't see any progress, we're not seeing any new teammates, we're not seeing our PRS go up, we're not seeing our parties be exciting, then we're not happy and we get in funks. Or we're more focused on our business and not more focused on our family, and something's going wrong with our family, whether it's with our husbands or with our kids or with our weight or exercising. It's like we are trying to balance our focus, and that's where I'm at, is I'm trying to balance my focus. But I realized that if I put in the hard work now, if I really put my focus and my energy into my business and do what I need to do for you guys and for myself and for my family, I can get to where I need to be, where I can put almost all my energy into my family all the time. I don't have to worry about my husband going to work all the time and not being home. I don't have to worry about finances. I don't have to worry about all that. I'm going to have that freedom to take care of my family. But I have been finding that balance of just enjoying and being present and not being angry or have anxiety or worried, and just having that different state of heart of even just being in the same room. Instead of being angry or mad or frustrated or upset, I just take that deep breath and I say everything is going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay. And I let it go. Like, seriously, just let it go. And I take that deep breath and I look at my kids and they're playing with each other, or they're watching Mickey Mouse, or my husband is laughing or playing with the dog. And then I realize that I have so much that other people would love to have. And when I really put myself in that situation, that there's always going to be someone else who has it worse and who would kill to be where you're at, really puts in perspective how amazingly rich we are. The wealth will come later. That's already there. Wealth is something different, but we are so rich, and when we treasure our riches right now and be grateful for every single moment, and have a expectation and outcome for every conversation or situation, or how you want to feel or how you want to have someone feel, when you go into that with that mindset, it really changes everything. And this past week has been magical, because I've been going into conversations with my husband wanting and knowing in my head, going into it with that right there, what do I want to get from this conversation? How do I want to make my husband feel? Well, I want to make my husband feel respected. I want to make my husband feel loved. I want my husband to understand me. I want to use kind words so my husband understands me. I want my husband to understand me, so I want to use words that he'll understand in his way. And communicate on his, guys, communicate a little bit different and not get off track. And then his communication has just been reflecting off of mine. It's like we're reflecting off of each other. And it's been like a big breath of fresh air. And things are just getting better. I've been doing this with my kids. Even with my 3-year-old, I'm like, what do I want with this with my 3-year-old? What's the outcome? And instead of getting like, rude, you're being 3, just calm down. Instead of being like that, I'm like, okay, buddy, how are we going to fix this? Okay, this is your truck. Okay, vroom, vroom. Look at the fire truck. Or, how can we fix this? And really just calm myself down and make it into a good moment instead of a stressful moment. And that has really, really helped. And that has really helped me get out of my funk. And I just feel like if you are really ready, if you are truly, truly ready, you will apply everything to really change your life and change your state of mind to where you are just going to be a sponge and you are going to absorb everything, and then you're going to want everybody else to do the same thing. It's really, really exciting. It's super hard. But you know what? I think the balance will come naturally when we really take a step back and we really put in front of us on the table what is important to us, what can wait, what can't wait every moment. Can this wait? Can this wait 5 minutes? If it can, then put this person in the priority, or put this situation first. That's what you have to do every moment. Make that 5-second decision and don't put things off. That was my other thing, is I always said I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it when I feel like it. I was waiting for that motivation. But I also was listening to Mel Robbins, and she did that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 where you count backwards, where if you have that feeling of doubt, where you have that little person nagging at your ear, that self-doubt, or like, oh, what if this person gets mad or unfriends me? Or what if this person doesn't want to ever order from me again? Or what if this teammate gets mad at me because I want to help train her more? Or you just have that sense of little doubt right there. Count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just click send. Just do it. Don't even, just make that decision here and now, and that's really also going to take stress off your plate, and then you're going to get things done. You're going to get the laundry folded. That's my big thing, is folding laundry and putting it away. I was listening to Tony Robbins. That was my other thing. Instead of listening to music, I chose to listen to Tony Robbins, and he said, do something that you've been meaning to do all week. Well, of course, I was already folding laundry and I was really proud of myself, but he said, do something that you've been wanting to do all week and just do it. And then I applied what Mel Robbins said, and I counted backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I called my brother. I always put off calling my brother. I always say, oh, next Sunday I'll call him, next Sunday. Oh, I bet he's busy. Next Sunday? I just picked up my phone and I called him. He didn't pick up, but I left a message, and you know what? I felt better, and I know what I did and what I needed to do as a sister. And I wanted to be present for my brother, and I wanted to give that to him. When you really put someone else's needs before yours, you're going to be fulfilling your own needs, not even knowing it. When you really find your deep inner passion and purpose, your business is going to take off, and you're going to naturally things are going to just start happening. Hold on, I'm trying to read it. I remember that, Tabby. Yeah, you put so much time into your business. And you know what I was thinking? This is my other thing. When I really thought back about how much time I put into my business, what was I doing in the very beginning? I was book selling and sponsoring, right? Remember how many girls got in from the very beginning? Almost every hostess that I had joined. It was like I almost was running out of friends to host because they were all joining, and I was running out of people to buy because they were all joining. It was super exciting. We were focused on that, right? But then when we get more into it, when we were doing the 20 plus hours, what were we doing? We were brainstorming, we were chatting and discussing, we were color matching, and sometimes those didn't get sales, but we were color matching, we were doing challenges or whatever, or making photos or making albums. We were doing things that weren't income productive. And I didn't even really realize that, like in income producing activity. Like I thought I was doing income producing activity. Was I really? No, I should have been messaging 20 ladies every day. And did we really message 20 ladies every day? No, we didn't. So that's the only thing I can really describe. And you also planted those seeds though. You don't want to look at each thing and say, okay, if this strategy doesn't work, then you need to move on to the next state and try to find a different strategy. But remember what each part in your business brought you. The 20 plus hours, if it didn't produce PRS, it produced seeds of ladies who wanted to join or later on joined. But yeah, it's really hard to balance family and business sometimes. But this is my other thing that I was thinking on for other ladies too that don't have a good support system, is that if you really sit back and you really, really figure out what you want in life, and you can envision what you want in life and where you want to be at in the next 2 or 5 years, and you sit down and really express that to your husband or your significant other or whoever is in your life, and you lay that out for them, passion forward, lay it all out, heart and everything, let them know how much it means to you, and let them know that you are willing to sacrifice a little bit of time to put forward to your family, or not your family, but for your team and for your business, because you can really see this taking off, and this can be really a good thing for your family. And I think when both of you are on board that this is what you're going to be doing, and you're going to be treating it like you're actually going to a work, like, hey, bye honey, you're taking off, you're going to work. Well, bye honey, I'm taking off, I'm going to my office. And that's the same thing, that I want to dedicate time for my business, but I'm also dedicating time for my family, and I'm turning off my phone or turning it on mute around 7. I don't really respond a lot after 7. That's more of my family time, and I make sure that if there is something important going on in my life and in my family with my kids playing, or something is going on, my phone can wait. I know that it's a priority and my business is a priority, but my family is also a priority. And to me, Melanie talks about rubber balls and glass balls, and to me that is a glass ball, and if I drop it, it's going to break, and I don't want that to break. Right then, my business became a rubber ball. I'm going to drop it, it's going to come back up, I'm going to pick it back up when it's ready for me. I'm going to take 20, 30 minutes with my family. I'm going to come back in my office, or I'm going to get on my phone. I'm going to dedicate 10 to 30 minutes or 45 minutes to messaging people, checking up on customers, checking up on the team, or making a live video. I'm going to go back to doing something productive and also income producing. Each time I take a moment out for my business, I want to do something income producing, whether it's checking up on a customer and seeing if they need something else, or seeing how something is working for them, or letting them know about free shipping, and then maybe they're willing to spend the $39 to get their Liquid Touch, so that way they can get that free shipping. So do those actions that are going to give you the progress in your business and in your family and in your relationships and in your work and in everything in your life, and you're going to start getting out of your funk, and things are going to start happening, and things are going to get magical. And I'm just at this place where I'm so excited, and anyone who is wanting to do this with me, let me know. Like I said, I listen to videos every day, and at night I'm going to start reading. I'm going to be turning off my TV at night, and I'm going to be dedicating my time to a book and really feeding my brain. Like, you exercise every day to get a six-pack, or you diet or you eat right to lose 10 pounds. You have to do the same thing with your mind. If you want to be a positive person, if you want to have success come your way, if you want law of attraction to work, if you want the things in your mind to happen, you have to feed it every day. And that's what I'm doing. That's how my brain works. I have to be fed every day. If I don't feed it, then I'm starving myself, I'm starving my brain, and then I get in funks. So if anyone has any questions, I know this was so much. I mean, I had a ton of notes, and I didn't even look at it, you guys. If I went on this, this would probably be like another 20 minutes. I am so dedicated to helping you guys. And even my messages and sponsoring right now have totally changed, because I've really been thinking who I want on my team and what are their needs and who they are as a person. And I've been really tackling that with my sponsoring, because if someone is getting married, or if someone is really dedicated to their family, or if someone really likes super fancy things, I'm really going after that with them and saying, hey, I know you love makeup, I know you love skincare, you can get the kit with free shipping right now, but that's great and all, it's a choice, but I'm talking to you and I'm messaging you right now because I can really see you going far with this, and here is why. And if they are a person that I am scared talking to, I'm going to list almost everything why I'm scared talking to them, because those are also the reasons why I'm scared talking to them. They are very strong in leadership. They're also very brave. They also speak their mind, things that I really think would make a great leader. They're very forward fashion. Very forward. They're fashion forward. And I mentioned that, and I was like, you would take charge in this business. You could go to the top. I can see you taking your fiance to Cancun. And if you bring in your best friend, Ashley, and your other best friend, Laura, oh my gosh, you three would be powerhouses. So I'm also meeting her needs for her love of her best friends. She has these really two best friends. So I'm bringing them in, and I'm planting the seed, even though she said no, not this time, because she just thinks she has too much on her plate, which is totally fine. I planted that seed in her head where she can envision doing this with me, and her bringing her friends, her best friends, doing this together, and then taking her fiance on a trip because she got to play with makeup, and because she's trying to save money for her wedding, she might buy the kit. You never know, but I planted that seed. So I'm super, super excited. Even though that didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to, I still did it. I still took action. That's amazing. And you know what, Desiree? You're blossoming. Your business is amazing. Every time I go look at your, I'm not much of a number person. I really try not to care about numbers. But every time I see the back office, you're always one of the top. You're always dedicated. Every time I go on Desiree's profile, she's always doing something or talking about something unique, which is amazing. Desiree, you are a great example of people to follow. I'm so, so proud. And when you keep that up and you keep that dedication and that passion and that drive, you're going to go so, so far. You just have to really see your destination at the end of the road and just go for it. So I'm super, super excited. I was really, really nervous to do this video because it's been on my heart and just on me to like really do what I need to do for you guys, and I just want it to come out the right way, and I want it to be where you guys can understand, and I want you to feel my energy and my passion with this. I don't want to just be like another talk, you know. I want it to be a oh my gosh aha moment. You know, I want you guys to understand how much I love you and how much Amy loves you, and how much if we love on each other and we really cheer each other on, if we really all dedicate ourselves to not just love on each other, but to love on ourselves and to feed our minds and to really dedicate time to our business for income producing activities and also building our team. Can you imagine what we could do? Can you imagine how many lives we could change, including our own? It's totally, totally possible. So anyways, I love you guys and thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I rambled. I'm sorry it was long, and I'm so, so excited, Tabby, that you're coming back. I'm so, so excited. Oh, yay. So anyways, I love you guys and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.